you guys, it's me, Chris Kelly. I am an independent statement up demonstrator in the city of Rochester Hills in the state of Michigan. It is a gorgeous day here and like the perfect way to end the week. It has been a super nice week. We actually have tickets for an outdoor concert tomorrow. So it is supposed to rain because that's the kind of luck that we have, but we also have umbrellas, so that is definitely not going to be a big deal. We are going to the Detroit Symphony Orchestra tomorrow night. They have a concert for I can't remember the name of it now. Probably just because I'm talking about it, right? It will come to me as soon as I'm done talking about it, because that's the way I like to function. So it is the first Friday in June, and the first Friday of every month I hop on here and I do a Funfold Friday. So I'm going to share with you this great Funfold. This was actually shared as a mystery card by my upline, and I used it as part of my catalog launch. So it opens like this, and we are going to use these products. I don't think we're really going to use this one. I'm going to put that one over there. We are going to use this one though. And you guys, I know you have heard me talk about this. You're probably going to be sick of hearing me talk about this, but I love the Countryside Corners bundle. It's just one stamp, okay? It's just this one big, huge stamp that looks like this. And you can actually cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different layers with it. And I shared some cards earlier this week that I made with it. But this is the reason why I love it so much. It has these coordinating dies in the different sizes. They layer up perfectly. It's just, and I've used these dies for lots of other things and haven't necessarily stamped them with this stamp, but I've used the dies to cut them. So absolutely a must, these dies. And we're going to also be using Good Feelings. So we're going to be using this stamp here. And if you don't have this stamp set, it's really kind of one that hits all of the marks. It's hip, hip, hooray, you're on my mind and in my heart. I'm just so happy for you. Thank you. And this one, I love this one, sending sunshine and good feelings your way. I think that is just a stamp set that will brighten anybody's day for any reason or for no reason. So I think that's just a gorgeous stamp set. We got product with our catalog launch, and we got these adhesive backed solid gems, which come in kind of a pecan pie, and then your boho blue and lemon lolly, and they do come in 3 sizes. So you have your kind of large, medium, and small ones. And we also got this double pack of ribbon. Let me see what the other one is. Okay, so this is called the Ribbon Duo Combo Pack. So everybody that attended got this pack, and this is the Lemon Lime Twist, which is absolutely beautiful, and this one, which is Petal Pink. Gorgeous color combination. And then they also got a half a pack of the beautiful birthday, beautiful balloons, designer series paper that we used for all of our projects. Okay, so we're going to start off. This ribbon is actually this piece of ribbon here. It kind of goes around the back and then ties. So we're going to start off using our dark Pretty Peacock blends, okay? And we're going to color this ribbon, and I'm going to use my, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to use my brush tip, and I'm just going to hold it very flat and just kind of go right across the top of this ribbon. I'm starting out my card doing that just so I can give this ribbon a little bit of a chance to dry. It doesn't take long for the color to soak in. I think you can see that, but it is a strong, deep color. Pretty Peacock is one of the colors that used to be an in color, and it came back as one of our core colors. And I am so glad because I love this color. It's just so dark and deep and rich. So I think, I'm just guessing, but I think that that's going to be enough, a long enough piece of ribbon. Okay, let me get my snips here, and we'll just cut that. And I'm just going to set it up here to let it dry. And we're going to bring in all of our pieces. And this is, when you come to a class here, I try to make it as non-stressful as possible. We like fun and easy when we're getting together to stamp. So we always have kind of a party theme and a party atmosphere. And we keep the workload to a minimum because you guys all know how to cut paper and die cut. So we have all these pieces, and you can see we actually have used 4 different layers from those dies. Seriously, check this out. 4 different layers from those dies. Aren't they cool? They're just so amazing. And in this case, the dies do all of the work. Oh, and I take that back. We did use these. I forgot we had these 2 little pieces in there. And they're stars. So we did cut out these 2 stars, and those came from the Beautiful Balloons bundle. It comes with, this makes me so happy when I open my stamp set, and I have little happy pieces already cut out for me. So these are the dies that come with the Beautiful Baubles, or I'm sorry, the Beautiful Balloons stamp set and bundle. You get this really great one. This is just fringe, which is so fun. But you get the stars in 2 different sizes, and you get lots of balloons. And here's even the little tail on the balloon, which I think is really fun too. So that again is the Beautiful Balloons stamp set and bundle. And I think that's all of our pieces. So we're going to start with a piece of cardstock that is 9.5 by 4 1/4, and we're going to score it at 5.5. So it is 4 1/4 by 9.5, and we scored it at 5.5. Okay, and this piece of paper is going to go inside. So let's grab some Stampin' Seal. And this piece of paper is 5 1/4 by 4. So that's the regular kind of layer size that you would have with a card. It would kind of be the card front layer size. Okay, and I'm thinking I'm going to do this a little bit differently. For this card, I taped my pieces on the outside. Got a little sticky on there, on the outside of the card. So this time I'm going to stick them on the inside of my card. And this one was already scored, and I just scored it at the end of the angle there. So this is the angle that was made by the die cut, and I just scored it at the end of that angle. And I'm going to put my designer series paper right on top of it. And I'm going to kind of not adhere it at this end because I want to fold it over, and I don't want it to be so tight that it pulls. So I'm just going to set it right on here, and then I'm going to fold it on that score line. And I'm just going to bring in my bone folder and and run it right across there. Okay. Well, I got that really crooked somehow. Let me see if I can easily peel this up. Sometimes if your paper isn't really stuck down there good, you can just kind of pop it off there before that glue kind of sets. So I'm going to kind of line it up again with the where that little angled piece ends on both sides. Okay, much better. And then I'm going to fold it over and give it a good crease with my bone folder. And whether you put it on the inside of your card or the outside of your card is totally up to you. It's just going to depend on whether you like a flatter look on the outside or the inside. So I'm just going to take it like this and move it right up to the edge of my card. Let me see if I can get that in there. Maybe if I put it this way, you'll be able to see it better. I'm just going to push it right up to the edge of my card there. Okay. Here we go. And now I'm going to take this piece, this designer series piece of paper, and put it on there. This paper is included in the special that's going on right now. And for those of you that haven't heard about it, during the month of June, select designer series paper is going to be on sale 15% off. It includes almost all of the designer series paper, with the exception of the combo packs. So when it's a color grouping, those packs are not on sale. So then I'm going to take the larger of my 2 lemon lolly die cuts, and I'm going to put that right in the middle on the inside. This is going to be where we are going to write our greeting. Okay? And then I have this gorgeous piece of Pretty Peacock Designer Series paper. I'm going to put that right here on this side. And this pack of Designer Series paper is absolutely gorgeous. It has pastel colors. It has some really rich regal colors. So it's very, very versatile. All right, let's get that on there. All lined up and straight. Okay. And then I'm going to take this little lemon lolly piece. I'm going to stamp our sentiment on it. And again, it's going to say, I'm just so happy for you. And this is going to be in Pretty Peacock. I'm just going to kind of stamp it down here at the bottom of my scrap paper to make sure it is straight. And there we go. Okay, so let's get this ink pad out of here before I set my card in it, because that's kind of like a trick that I like to do. And we are going to bring in this ribbon, and I am going to just take my bone folder, put my ribbon on top of it, hold the end of it, and just pull it through. When you color your ribbon with your blends, it makes it a little stiff. So I'm going to do that to just kind of loosen it up. And then I'm just going to tie this in a pretty little bow. And I'm better if I tie my bows upside down. So I know it's probably upside down for you guys too, but I don't know that I can tie it the other way. So let's do it this way. I'm going to tie a little knot in it here. And I think I'm going to move this up towards the top. Let me see if I can do it this way for you guys. I'm going to move it up towards the top and get a real tight knot in it there. And then I'm going to do, I think I'll do it like this and skip the bunny ears and see how that works. Let's try it. There we go. Oh, not too bad, right? That looks okay. And I'm going to make it just a teensy bit smaller. I think that looks kind of good there. And there are some edges where there's no ink. If that bothers you, by all means, go back in and put some ink there. It doesn't bother me, so I'm good with it. I'm just going to bring in my ribbon scissors and cut that little edge. So that was like a good guess on how much ribbon I needed. I think I'm less than an inch there. Okay. And for my words, I think I'm going to just pop these up a little bit. Let's see if I have some. Oh, I do. I have some foam strips here. You guys know I love these foam strips, especially for big pieces like this. They're just like individual little slices of dimensionals. So instead of being that kind of octagon shaped, they're long, and so you can put them all over your card. And I'm going to just do both sides and then kind of towards the middle because I don't want it like collapsing in the middle. I don't know about you guys, but I have these little things in my life that just really make me happy and thankful. And this pair of snips is one of those. Actually, a lot of my snips are like that. I'm going to, just because I have this little piece left, I'm going to put it right there. There we go. So I have these paper snips that have this gorgeous little cap to them. And look at these beads that are just gorgeous. This one says Stampin' Up. And this one has a little light bulb on it. We got these for on stage or backstage as a gift. So every time I pull it out, I remember opening that box and seeing these and feeling like I was really special and somebody really cared about me. And so just those little things in your life that make you feel special. And this is another one. This is a little gnome. It's one of our gnome stamps, and it was on a shrinky dink. And this one was given to me by my friend Arlena. She's another Rubber Queen stamper. And every time I think about it, it just puts a smile on my face. It was just an extremely nice thing of her to do, to gift me with that and to make that for me. I don't know about you guys, but anytime somebody makes me something, I really feel special. So I'm feeling special this morning when I use those snips. I'm just going to line this up. I'm going to kind of put it right close to that ribbon. I'm going to actually move my bow up just a little bit more. There we go. And that way I can get it right in there. Okay. And then I can bring my bow back down if I want to. So I think that's really pretty. And then these, I'm going to put it up on dimensionals, but I'm actually going to layer my dimensionals up on 2 because I want it to kind of hold my card down. And so I'm going to take a piece like this and put it on there. I'm just going to use one piece for right now, but I'm going to put another one right on top of it. So when I said I'm going to layer it by 2, that's what I mean. I'm going to actually give it a little bit of extra bulk because I want to be sure that it's going to hold my card down tight. So I'm just going to set this back on here for a minute. And I'm going to put this one down first. I'm going to put it like right there. And you can see it's going to hold my card down. Okay, so I'm going to put this one like right here. I guess guess I only need one layer there. So I'm gonna pop this layer right off and just do one layer. Okay, that's good to know, right? I'm just gonna put one layer on there because we do want it to hold it closed, but we don't want to hold it too tight. So I'm gonna put one and then one right next to it. And put that back on there. And it's gonna go right about there. Okay, and that will allow me to see exactly where I want this one to go, and I think right there. So I'm gonna put my little adhesive along here. And again, I'm gonna do 2 strips of it. I want it to be kind of strong so that it doesn't pop off when you go to open your enclosure card too much. And I'm just gonna lay this right back on here, and it will stay like that. So I can just stick it right back into my little foam adhesive package. This is a really good deal too. You get two strips of that in there. So they all have all of those little strips. I kind of sometimes, depending on the cards I'm making, I end up using more of that than I do of the regular dimensionals. So it's always good to have choices when it comes to your adhesives. You know, I don't really like my green glue, but I need my green glue sometimes. Okay, so there's our card. How fun is that, you guys? And then it'll just flip open like that and like that. So the only thing we have left to do, I love how that ribbon just coordinates. Any light colored ribbons that we have, I like to be able to use them with my blends because that gives me a lot more options when I'm doing a class. So that was kind of like a perfect choice for this one. As were these adhesive big gems, because you get so many. You can see that the brown would go with other things in this. There's a package. The boho blue goes with the stripes. It's just a really versatile set of gems, and like I just said, they're light colored, so you can add color to them. I could actually use my Berry Burst blend and make these a little darker so they coordinated with the Berry Burst a little bit more. So we are going to add some of these. I think I'm going to add a big one up here. I think I'm going to move it this way just a little bit maybe. There we go. And I'm going to use another big one. Because my words are so big, I think I can use bigger gems on it. And then I'll use a kind of medium one over here. Okay. How about that? All right. I think that that's it, you guys. We got a little unfold in there. You got to see all of those countryside in layered dies. Those dies are so cool, you guys. So a really fun card, an easy fold. But I just, to do a congratulations card with all those little stars back there would be really fun too. And with I'm so happy for you, you can do it with it, make it a graduation card if you wanted to. So I know I have lots of open houses that I'm going to, so I do need to do that. Well, Cindy, thank you so much. Actually, I think if you watched Rhonda's meeting, this was her mystery card. So you probably have one that you're going to be making too. In fact, your set went in the mail, and you have this card in there to make. So your to-go class is coming your way. Hi, Carol. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Thanks so much. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week on Wednesday. Bye-bye.